Welcome back to Popcorn and Beers, where we've got your butter on top Running Man and, of course, the drunk classic, Major Payne. Man, you cannot get over how there is no guitar riff or anything else in that intro, can you, Josh?
I don't like it. I want something to drop, but I don't think we need it. Maybe we just get used to it. Maybe we get ourselves a gong in-house, like bang the gong. I don't know.
Bang the gong. Maybe we should have a gong for bad movies that are like beneath a popcorn. Speaking of that, Josh, welcome back to Popcorn and Beers, where some use tomatoes and others use thumbs, and we use the stuff that gets you drunk. Welcome back. We are happy to have you here with us on Popcorn and Beers, as we had a true Renaissance classic, but it is in fact your uncle's, mother's, brother's, sister's, cat's, uncle's favorite movie podcast. And we had, what would you consider Running Man with Arnold a cult classic?
I think overall it's a cult classic, or at the very least it has cult classic lines, so it counts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think it is a cult classic. I think it's one of those films that's like the early days of Arnold, right? When we first launched into it.
Yeah.
In this one, we've got charming Glenn Powell being less charming as he tries to escape Coleman Domingo and Josh Brolin's goons, who are out to get an honest, hard-working man who they have slandered. And all he had to do was just save his little one. And for me, it was a lot, and then I sank into it. Josh, what did you think?
I think it's just what I expected, but good. I wasn't expecting good. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I got there. I think I was like maybe 2 minutes late.
Mm-hmm.
So I walked into the theater and I'm with my brother, and he's like, "It's okay. They're just gonna do the quick little exposition, set up the movie, and then it's just gonna start running." And we're like, "Ha ha ha! Yeah, Running Man. I get it." That's exactly what happened. So like when I got in the theater, he like zips up his hoodie and he's like, "I'm running."
Okay, so you did in fact you did in fact miss the like where he's with his daughter on the couch like playing game shows.
Yeah. I got the part where she's like, "Promise you won't join Running Man," and he's like, "I promise," and then he goes and does Running Man.
Yeah. And it wasn't even that hard to get him to do it. Like, it did not take a ton of convincing.
No. You want some Bitcoin, kid? All right. But I say overall, it was just, it goes down in history as another just decent, good, kind of corny action flick, a la maybe same ranks as Bullet Train, perhaps. You know,
it was the first 20 minutes of this were way cornier than Bullet Train. Like the first 20 minutes, I was like, oh man, this might be a rough one. Like we might be in for one.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Okay, so maybe that's not quite fair, because Bullet Train actually had some class, some style, and this does not have class and style. It just has the most durable sticking towel in the world, like the strongest towel in the universe.
That is true. That towel would have fallen off my fat ass about 3 steps in.
Yeah, but maybe it's because he had just such a nice ass, it just hung on. It clung on tight. Me, I got a flat ass, it falls right off. Great body, by the way. Like he's doing the push-ups. He's doing the P90X. I don't know, man. It was fun. It wasn't really like you're waiting for this big twist. There wasn't really much of a big twist. Mm-hmm. The deep fake stuff was cool. The obvious metaphor for society, all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's not that they're predicting the future. This is already happening. You know what I mean? It's just like when people say like, "Oh, this movie or this book or this story, like it predicted the future." Like, no, that's what was happening at that time. They just exaggerated it to make it look like it's happening. You know what I mean? Like they're not predicting the future. This is already happening. The media runs shit.
Yeah. This is what's going on, and it's manipulating everything right in front of your eyes.
Yeah, I did like the meta, like how it's a movie about a media company televising this thing, and then they take over. There's a revolution, and like in real life today, the media company is allowing this movie about a revolution of the media company. It's like layers. It's like
Yeah.
it's not complex layers, but there's layers there. But you get this a lot. V for Vendetta, things like this. This is kind of a spoiler, but if you watch Running Man, it's not really. The big revolution happens, but I think media companies allow these things to happen because it's always such an easy lever. Kill this one guy and everything's fixed. That's not the
Yeah.
real life. That's not the real
No.
life. We've seen it. Mr. Luigi dropped somebody and they continued work at the building right next door the next day. Like it's
Yeah.
not pull this lever and the world is fixed. There's too many levers and pulleys and systems in place to prevent a revolution from actually happening in this regard. So watching a movie about this is fun to watch. It makes the people feel good, but that's why it's a movie and not real life. Anyway, I got a little too deep there. Great action sequences. Fun. It was fun. It was a fun movie the whole way through. Glenn Powell, still not a fan. He did okay. He read his lines. He was charming. But he just seems like he's like stock actor. That's what he is. He's stock actor number 2.
Ken doll.
Yeah, but Ryan Gosling is a classic actor. He's not. He is Ken, and he's not a Ken doll. Glenn Powell is he's just a stock actor. I like him. I don't hate him, but I'm just not a whatever. He's whatever.
He's
to me.
not going anywhere. He's not
going anywhere.
What, Top Gun 4 is coming out with him in it, and then you've got
yeah,
Twisters Part 2, more twisting. Like,
he's a hot body. He's got a hog that just won't quit. And he's probably exceptionally professional. He knows his lines. He shows up on time. Doesn't look like he does drugs. So he's probably going to stay in the job for a while, which is fine. It's fine.
We did need a new action person. We did. All of our action stars are in their late 50s or older.
Yeah. And maybe he's just waiting for one to catch really well. You know what I mean? This was a good one. Not great, but maybe he just needs a really, really solid hot one.
Twisters was a hit.
Well, Twisters, is that the movie that puts him over? I don't think so, sir.
He's over.
I'm waiting.
What do you mean puts him over? He's over.
He's not over.
He's in Bradley Cooper post-Wedding Crashers territory.
Get out of here. Just because, okay. Over as in he's getting jobs. Yeah, so good for you. You're getting jobs. I'm proud of you. But he's not over in the sense like everyone loves Glenn Powell, because guess what? I think he's stock actor number 1. He's all right.
Everybody loves.
He's all right.
You know what? It's subjective, but I mean, he's not my favorite actor ever. But I'm not going to deny that he is the it guy currently.
Yeah, but that seems so insulting to the other it guys. Honestly, it really does.
Who are the other it guys? Timothy Chalamet?
No, I mean when they were the it guys. Like not right now. There isn't one. That's the problem. And he's filling the shoes. The shoes are a little big for him though. Anyway, we're getting off topic here.
Pedro Pascal's probably it.
Yeah, but he's fallen off with the media. Like the people are hating on him for no reason nowadays. Anyway, Running Man, I give it a popcorn. Not a bad popcorn, but it's okay. It was fun.
Okay.
It was fun.
What'd
Watch
you
it on
think?
streaming.
Who played the better villain role, Coleman Domingo or Josh Brolin? Because they were both kind of in a villainous role, don't you think?
Coleman Domingo was the masked man.
No, Coleman Domingo is the host of the show.
Oh. Okay.
It's his show, baby.
Yeah.
Read
Josh,
it's in the contract. If I get tired of this, you can fuck off.
Josh Brolin was standard. I really like Josh Brolin. He was standard though. But Coleman Domingo sold the show. He was wonderful. I loved every bit of him.
Yeah, I liked him too. This movie kicking off with the laughable rage, like just hilarious. It's like if Tom Cruise played the Hulk, is what that kind of.
There you go. See, it's just not super. He doesn't convince me, even though it's entertaining. It's just like, yeah, okay. Anarchy, when?
Like the little face. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. Nod to the camera. It is a lot of that at the beginning of this movie. Like the first 20 minutes, like I said, are that. Like I get just, maybe I'll punch you in your face. like a lot of that, and it was like I was like, this is so much of like it was. But then I was like, you know what, this is gonna be 2025 cheese, and we just need to sink into it. And then we get William H. Macy and the disguise. How about that disguise, pal? I laughed
Quite the
so
budget we got going on here.
yeah, I laughed so hard at that disguise. I was like, it literally still looks exactly like Glenn Powell. um,
Yeah.
so there was a couple disguises, right? We get a couple disguises in this. I'm not going to spoil any more of them, but that
Well,
first
the
one,
other one though, the other one was just a stupid hat.
yeah, he had a few, but yeah, I think it's ridiculous on purpose, and that's what I designated it. Actors did a fantastic job of recreating kind of an 80s vibe in this action film. Cheesy, corny, but fun to watch. It was just
Yeah.
fun to watch.
It was
Lots of explosions, lots of stabbings, lots of hand-to-hand combatings, lots
Yeah.
of I don't want to do this stuff. Michael, never mind, don't want to spoil it. A funny cameo happens that I wasn't expecting in this. And that cameo, like, it ends in a way I wasn't expecting. So two things happened, like, with that cameo. It is funny. It is exactly who you think it would be playing who you think they should play. It Richards as the ultimate running man on his journey to get back to at a network for falsely personifying him as a villain. Glenn Powell takes us all on a rigorous ride across a post-apocalyptic America, or is it a current America, with a fight every step of the way.
Yeah.
That is Running Man. Go
Quick
ahead,
shout out.
Josh.
Quick shout out to the fake Kardashian show.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, the fake Kardashian show was good.
And I love it when the nice pretty lady in the car was like talking on her phone, and she's like talking about how the Running Man show is so fake, and she was just watching Americanos, the Kardashian show.
Yeah.
Which is a great comment on society. Like you want to watch all these reality shows, but you want to say wrestling is fake? Like shut up, asshole.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and it does dive into that. One of my lines was like, they really dive into how reality TV isn't real.
Yeah.
So,
and people get their lives ruined.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a popcorn and one, Josh. I was like,
It's
once
valid.
I sank into it, I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? This is not a bad movie. I can't justify saying this is a bad movie because am I not entertained?
No, yeah, it wasn't bad. You know what it reminded me of a little bit was excuse me, not as far as like how perfect it was made or anything, but like just the tone was like the second half of Apocalypto, where he just cannot sit still. He's got to keep going.
Yeah.
I love that. They did that. They did that well. They kept the tension high. So yeah, popcorn one's valid. I get you.
Pop one. So that was our butter on top. See it in theaters. And then we had Major Payne available for all of you on Hulu. Or is it Peacock?
Pluto. I watched it on Pluto.
So it could be Peacock. It might be on Peacock. I might have watched it on Peacock. Anyway, Major Payne with Damon Wayans. You know what I kept saying? I was like,
what?
Golly, that teacher is beautiful.
Hillary?
like a lot. I couldn't help myself. I felt like a terrible person. But every time she was on screen, I'm like, my gosh, she's so pretty.
I'll be your special little helper. Like, yeah. Oh, truly, like that's how she got him and everyone to do what she wanted. Like that would work on me too. Like, yeah, I'll do anything you want me to do. You do yard work. I'll do yard work. Oh, shot. Who cares?
I fell right into the Jordan role. Operation. How about Operation Drug Sweep, Josh? Predicting the future. So they go right in, and it opens with, "He's a killer man. There's got to be somebody that needs some killing."
Yeah, unprecedented. This movie. Not that we were actually at peacetime in this movie, but as far as the public was concerned, we were at peace. And when was the last time you remember America at peace, quote unquote? You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody left to kill, Major Payne. What do you mean? That's America's job, is to go out and shoot people, right? You know, sad truth of reality. It makes me sad. but I just, man, I am in the business of killing, and business is good.
So
Who else could make a voice like that, man? So
let's
iconic.
the audience needs to know. So basically, what we're doing is we're quoting the journey of a man who is, I guess, unceremoniously taken away from his duty to his country because he was not promoted to the rank of lieutenant colonel, which there's some truth to. Officers do have to promote in a certain amount of time. And it is his struggle to get back on his feet when a job is presented to him where he gets to be the ROTC leader for, stop me if you've heard this, 90s, an underperforming ne'er-do-well squad that just can't beat the pristine squad across the lake.
Yeah. Wait, why is, like, the quick point, why is there another JROTC school 2 miles away?
Yes. That's like,
How many schools does this town need?
and there's a big competition. So there's obviously multiple.
Yeah. Whatever.
Anyway, he takes over and he's got to bring them back, if you haven't seen this, to prominence. He's got to lead this group of children that nobody cares about back to greatness. And it's not even age groups. It is all ages that he is doing this with. And Josh, at the first sign of Cadet Alex, when he comes down, I literally had to pause the movie and look up if Bradley Cooper was in this movie. I was like, is that a young Bradley Cooper? Like, legit.
Wow.
Like, I had to do it.
Yeah, they do have similar eyes and all. Yeah.
Yeah, the
feel
eyes and the nose, like the right here, like the forehead structure through here.
Yeah, but that
and, like,
wouldn't work though, because he would have aged out. Like, in this movie, that actor was 35 years old. How old was that kid? Was it just the eyebrows that made him look so old? I don't know. He was not supposed to be in a school.
No, and then of course we've got the dad, the drunk dad. We need that. But on this journey to this ROTC program, I think one of my favorite stops along Major Payne's path is to become a police officer. Here's the scenario: don't ever hit her ever again. Then he ends up in jail, right? That's how he ends up in jail for beating the hell out of the actor that supposedly hit the woman.
I'm confused about Bam Bam Bigelow's part. So Bam Bam Bigelow shows up. He's being hired to beat up Major Payne to convince him to leave the school, right? Intimidate him, scare him, beat him up. But Bam Bam Bigelow, he knocks him down, he hits him, whatever. And then immediately he's like, "You thinking of leaving yet?" Like, we didn't even broach this subject. I thought you were just fighting me. You're trying to, you know what I mean? Like, we haven't. What are you talking about, Bam Bam?
Yeah.
R.I.P. By the way, big fan.
Yep. Well, hired help, man. What do you do if you need to hire somebody to bully somebody? You go pay a biker, right? Isn't that what you do?
Yeah, but you should have him be like, "Hey, I'm gonna beat you up if you don't leave the school." He never brought up leaving the school. He just said, "You thinking about leaving the school yet?" You haven't brought it up. Why would I think about it? Neither here nor there. It's a kid's show. Who cares? As a kid's show, I saw this when I was a kid so many times. It's one of those that was on the pay-per-view black box. I watched it over and over. And, I thought watching this again, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to, but nope, I was wrong. This is still good. I don't care.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, it still made me laugh. Like, there are still times where even if you're doing something, you stop and you just look at it for a minute, you just start laughing.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly surface and it's childish and it's stupid, but like, it's still fun. It's still a very fun movie, and it's interesting to see him so young, and it's just very 90s whimsical. And Major Payne is a very unique comedic character. Like, never been done before, is never gonna happen again. No one's even come close to this particular brand of character. So that's cool. Yeah, I say popcorn and 1 overall. Popcorn and 1 beer.
If you want sympathy from him, you gotta find it in the dictionary between shit and syphilis, right? what is it? The little nubs just kicking away when he's telling the story about the little engine. A chug, a chug, a chug, a chug, a chug. And there he was, Charlie got him. And I looked to my left, and he ain't got no legs, and those little nubs was just kicking away. I was laughing so
he ends that story just screaming.
I was laughing so hard.
Oh,
My
boy.
gosh. So yeah, there is still a lot of really great moments in this movie that you like, if you're watching, you're paying attention, you're just gonna start laughing because he just plays the character so crisply.
Yeah.
The dancing, the
Yeah, it was like, okay, I guess we're gonna have a dancing scene. But then you're like, oh, I'm glad we had a dancing scene. That was fun.
yeah. Ain't you gonna touch your food?
Oh yeah, by the way, that is how I eat still. I still eat like that.
Still to this day.
Yeah, I shovel it in quick.
I'm gonna give it a popcorn one as well, Josh. Jordan, that was a great classic. Really happy you chose that. And I'm gonna roll it right into another political movie.
Ooh.
Actually, this was a mini series. This was called Death by Lightning, and it was interesting because him winning the presidential election would be like being struck by lightning. Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, I was just pointing at the death book.
Oh, above your head?
Yeah.
So, first off, let's talk about this cast. It had Matthew McFadden. Some of you know him as oh gosh, what was his character's name in Succession? Tom in Succession. You also know him from Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Darcy.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Darcy, yeah.
So Michael Shannon, Betty Gilpin, again, like she is Netflix Oscar bait. Like she's never gonna win an Oscar, but she is Netflix's go-to good gal. Like
keep it going.
Yeah, who do we need? Well, let's get Betty. Betty's around. She's always around these studios somewhere, but she crushes it as James Garfield's wife. What is it? Lucretia?
Lucretia, probably.
Anyway, then you got Shea Wiggum, who you know. I promise you know this actor. You just by face. Nick Offerman, who's fantastic playing Chester A. Arthur. Bradley Whitford, who's fantastic. Like he's another character actor that you're absolutely going to recognize. Just crushing cast. But Michael Shannon kills the role of James A. Garfield, and the speech that leads to his nomination for the Republican Party is phenomenal. You also get to see where the Republican Party sat and where they've gone to now. People forget that the Republican Party used to be the party of civil rights.
Yeah, they were the progressive ones.
Yeah. They were the ones pushing freedom. They were the ones pushing rights. They were the one pushing wages. Hey, what happened to you guys? What happened to you guys? It's insane to me that we watch this stuff and then money. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like there's money. Oh my God, shouldn't be allowed to trade stocks anyway. There is so much going on in this that I didn't want to like it, but the acting is so good. Like it's undeniably fantastic acting. The writing is really solid. It is sad because you find that Garfield did not in fact die because he was assassinated. He died because of a doctor's hubris, because he's the White House surgeon and he knows what he's doing. He does everything wrong the entire way. And I think people that already have read about James Garfield know this, but he dies of sepsis. He dies of being basically the wound being continuously opened while being infected instead of allowing it to heal, as the bullet had missed all vital organs. So the bullet could have just sat in him.
Same kind of thing happened to Washington. Like doctors were bad doctors back in the day.
Cocky little shits, weren't they?
Yeah,
Cocky little shits.
They just believed whatever they wanted to believe. Let him bleed some more. That's good for him.
But
get that blood out of him.
Leeching was a thing. Nick Offerman as the drunk vice president Chester A. Arthur, who ended up being a fantastic president. And I didn't know this, but 2 years after he loses the bid for re-election, he died. He died, but he played this role phenomenal. And again, a lot of it was like they get into a lot of the back office politics that were going on. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but a lot of it started in New York. A lot of the back office deals, because guess what was coming into New York? Everything. That's where the docks were, the docks that built that town. And they're digging into it like, yo, we have the money, we have the products. Like, if you want to win any race, it goes through New York, essentially. And they do that
Mm,
quite a bit. James Garfield is he's personified as somebody that never wanted to be president, but did want to be president, if that
mm,
makes sense. Like, never wanted to, but kind of did. Like, thought he could make a difference.
right.
And attempts to, but so many months in, he is assassinated, right? 3 months into the presidency, he is murdered. But the show opens with, this is a tale of two men that history has forgotten: Charles Godot and James A. Garfield, the man that would have been president and the man that assassinated him. And you kind of also get into the madness like that was stalkers, and what kind of has led to presidents having to be protected the way they were.
Mm,
As he talks about how, what the odds are, it's kind of the joke that led to the title. Like I said, it's not just him being elected, but the odds of him being killed walking to the train station would be like
yeah.
being struck by lightning, you
Yeah.
know. I think if you just want to see fantastic acting and you want a little history lesson in about 6 episodes, Death by Lightning is going to be the show for you. You can't get past how well Shannon does his role. You can't get past the conversations that are very interesting and intriguing, like picking nominations for certain places in his cabinet that are going to be influential, and you can't do that because you're going to lose your base if you pick that person. They're too progressive. But I like their politics. It doesn't matter. Their politics don't match everybody else's politics, and you need people to continue to, stay
Yeah.
popular. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting that they can't actually just do what they want, to be fair.
Right.
Like, they have to listen to the people that are around them to some extent. And also the shakedown that goes into candidates accepting nominations or declining nominations, right? Well, if you accept this, this is going to come out. Or if you accept this, who knows what's going to happen to your family? A lot of that is going on in this show. It is sneaky, it is gross, and it is humanizing for people that really need to be humanized.
Mm.
He's talking to the Black Caucus, the African American caucus,
The what
and
now?
and they go, "Are you sure you're going to do this? Because a lot of people aren't going to want you to be president if you side with us." And he said, "Well, if I lose siding with you, then I want to lose that way, and if I win, I'm fine with that too." And that comes up later on as well in regards to a different population of minority. So it digs really deep into political issues. If you're not in the mood for political issues, you may not like this show. I liked it, and overall, I'm going to give it a popcorn and 2. I found it
Mm,
fascinating. I found it interesting. I think it was a great period piece. The costume set design, fantastic. The location scouting, pardon me, was fantastic. The speeches, bringing this era to life, they did just a phenomenal job here. The madness that was Charles Guiteau at the gallows was very interesting as well. Like, that whole thing when he's about to be hung and what he thinks is going to happen based on the assassination. It's just all very interesting the way they played
mm.
this out. So I'm gonna give it a popcorn and 2. I think it was a very good show, very well acted, very well
Wow.
written, very well directed.
All right. Popcorn and 2 beers.
I'm gonna jump one more, Josh. I'm gonna jump one more.
Do
Let's
it.
talk about
Jump.
Invasion Season 3. Invasion Season 3. I had to read because I told you guys last season I think this show is over. I don't think we need another one. We've got a final. We're fine with it. I know that you think you have to do it, but don't do it. They did it again. They did another season of it, and all of a sudden, look, we found a way to kill the aliens. No, we didn't. They've evolved on Earth. So this weapon doesn't work the same as it once did, and now the hive mind's caught on. And here we go. Wait, we've got to introduce a new aspect. Anytime there's kind of it's not really post-apocalyptic, but it kind of is because it's aliens, right? Sci-fi. We've got to introduce a new villain because we can't keep seasons going without introducing a new villain. And who better to play that villain than a cult? We need a cult. Get us a cult. Who do
uh,
we who do we have that can lead the cult? A person that thinks the alien world is heaven. That's who leads the cult.
of
Because
course.
obviously, if the alien world is heaven, then if the aliens kill us, we can all go to heaven in the alien world and we'll stay alive forever. So that's
Mhm,
that's our villain. That's our
mhm.
big bad, a cult and a cult leader. Now, there is a death this season that actually caught me off guard. There is a death in this season where I was like, what the hell? I can't believe they just did that.
Yeah.
So there is one of those, so that makes it pretty decent. One of people's favorite characters who I just can't stand, Mitsuki, she's back. She's still ultra annoying, still like so conflicted. And I'm like, woman, you've been conflicted for 3 seasons. Enough already. Pick a side, like pick a thing. We think we finally got that from her, and then something happens to her. So they finally like kind of have her pick a side, and then something happens. So thanks for that resolution, dickbags. Travante is back mysteriously, and I don't know that we needed him back, but he is taking the mantle of the hero moving forward in Invasion. I did read that the director and writer creator of Invasion wants to do 4 seasons. So there will probably be a 4th season. The 4th season
Okay.
will be the finale, we think. Um, Overall, if you're into sci-fi, at least these aliens aren't like on 2 legs, human form, humanoid aliens, you know? They're actually like weird blob type aliens, almost like what's the one with Amy Adams that I really liked? Amy
Arrival.
Adams. Yeah, Arrival, kind of like that, like just shapes and things like that. And they got a cool name too. The little warrior aliens are called hunter killers, and I think that's pretty dope. Like that's kind of a cool name for an alien murderer.
Yeah.
Overall, though, Josh, we're gonna give this season a popcorn. We're gonna slide it into a popcorn. But you watched the TV show too, didn't you?
Yeah. How long ago was it that I watched Diplomat season 1? I don't remember. It's been a while.
Maybe
But
a year and a half.
I let it simmer. I knew that season 2 was coming out, and I just forgot about it. And now
Mhm.
season 3's out. And thank goodness I waited until season 3's out to watch season 2. I'll be reviewing season 2 today. The finale of this show was like, holy crap, and I'm so glad I could just jump into season 3 because it's like, we're doing it like that? Okay.
Like a cliffhanger.
Oh, big time. It was like, oh
Okay.
crap. Okay. But anyway, going back, we'll backtrack a little bit. Season 2 of Diplomat picks up right where the season 1 left off. It's just solid. It's a good, good show, man. And it's the main focus is diplomacy in it's United States diplomat ambassador in London is the main focus, but it's
Hmm.
worldwide matters. There's vice presidential stuff going on. There's all kinds of back channel stuff. It's really cool. There's the CIA stuff. Everything is like really delicate. It's like you were saying with the Garfield show. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot of things that people don't consider how deep things really are. Like small matters can get really really serious really really quick, and you also have to balance in the media events. You got to balance
Yeah.
in looking good for the camera, and we have a dinner tonight, and like we really actually have to really consider the seating arrangements. It's not just like, oh, he doesn't like him. Like this is really serious, and that doesn't make this show sound exciting, but it really really is.
Yeah.
The main part of it though
You're
is
in deep. That's one thing I know. Like you
yeah.
don't rave about shows that often, but you really enjoy the show.
I really enjoy this show. It's so rich. It's so rich. But the main focus that I love the most is it's Carrie Russell as the lead and her husband Rufus Sewell. Sewell.
So
If you saw him, you would know him.
yeah,
He plays. Oh, he's isn't he the bad guy in First Night?
everything.
Not First Night.
Everything.
Um, Everything. He's the bad guy. Yeah. Um,
And he's got bad guy face. He's
he's
got a
got
resting bad guy face.
yeah. Yeah. But anyway, it's he's married to Carrie Russell, and she's the ambassador in London to America, to London from America. I don't know, but
Mhm.
he's the manipulative, smart, controlling husband, and they're like on the bitter like edge precipice of divorce.
Mhm.
But they have such an interesting relationship dynamic. It's so interesting to watch every episode. There's more to it. It's not just I don't like you, let's break up. But there's so much to this relationship that's just really, really engaging. And I'm in the middle of season 3 now, so I'll review that soon.
Mhm.
Man, it's just a good show that keeps you going. You want to know what's happened next, and yeah, keep it up, watch it, check it out. I wouldn't be mad at those 5 seasons, but And the big thing this season, Allison Janney. You know her from The West Wing and a million other things. I think
And winning an Oscar.
isn't she Mom in Mom, the sitcom?
Uh, I think she won for I, Tonya, didn't she? No, not I, Tonya. What did she win the Oscar for? I think it was the mom of something.
Oh yeah, well in the sitcom Mom, I think she's the mom, but
Yeah.
uh she's the vice president in this, and her gravitas is undeniable. It is
Yeah.
like it sucks the life out. It's really cool. So that's really good. It's great. I love this show. Diplomat season 2, popcorn and 2 beers.
Pop and two. Well, I watched Materialists, starring sorry, pardon me, starring Pedro Pascal, Dakota Johnson, and Chris Evans. And I mean, for like the first hour and 20 minutes, I really hated everything about the world that they created. Like, I was like, this is so gross
Is
and
it a
icky.
comedy or is it just a relationship thing?
It's just a movie about shallowness.
Okay.
And I mean, it's in the title, right? Materialists. And oh, God, it makes me happy that I don't have to look for a relationship at this point in my
Yeah,
life.
it
A lot
sucks,
of it,
dude.
like it's a lot of salary watching, uh, vain stuff like height and how marketable you are as a single guy in New York City. If you make this much money, if you are this tall, have hair, don't have hair, if you're fit, not fit, looking for kids, and then the men that fit the profile like that. Well, what kind of woman are they looking for? Well, someone really thin, nice boobs, but really smart. Probably between the age of like 25 to
Yeah.
30. Okay,
What are you
so
looking for? Oh, like a 9 or a 10.
so you'll
Just
date somebody you'll date somebody that's 30. Well, more like 27, but you said 25 to 30. Yeah, but like a young 27's even pushing it. And I'm just like, this is so disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
and then you also sit back and think, like, how many of these people like in this that live in this world are actually self-made? Probably not many. Like, I'm sure a lot of them think they're self-made. Like Seth Rogen's character
Oh,
in
so many people.
what was it?
Yeah.
Good.
Good
I just
fortune?
reviewed it as a butter on top. With
Good
Keanu
fortune?
Reeves, Aziz Ansari. Good.
Good fortune?
Yeah, good fortune. Thank you. Like, kind of like his character thought he was self-made. Oh, his dad's a physician, or and his mom's a lawyer. Like, no, like that doesn't count. It's not self-made. Like, talk to me when your mom is a clerk at Shell and your dad is a janitor at the high school. All right.
Yeah.
Then you can be self-made. But otherwise, get that shit out of here. You're a lawyer. You're self-made. What's your dad do? He's a lawyer. No, you rode those coattails, bro. You were born into that job. So shut the fuck up. But outside of that, Dakota plays such a vain matchmaker, basically Hitch, but much, 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 much worse, and less entertaining, less charisma. Like, I don't get Dakota Johnson. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. She's so like she has such potential to be in good movies, but she doesn't deliver, and she doesn't be in good movies.
She's a nepo baby, Josh. She's a
I know,
hardcore
but she's
nepo.
so charming, and she's very pretty, and
You
she's an
think?
actor. Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
think?
I just think they just give her nothing to work with, and I think she thinks it's okay. So maybe that's her thing. I don't know.
Maybe it's the easy path, right? And again, these people that think they made it, that they're self-made, what do your parents do? Dakota. Anyway, uh Pedro is even more annoying, almost like a super rich guy with his own personal car, but like feel bad for him because it didn't go well for him until he had a surgery to grow taller. It's a lot. Chris Evans tries to be a redeemable part of this movie. Sometimes he is, and sometimes he's not. It just depends on where you sit with his character. As he's a down on his luck actor that never quite made it, but is working for a catering company. How could he ever have a girl with expectations like Dakota Johnson's character has? The real lesson here is no matter how many times you tell stories like this one, the people that need to don't understand it. They won't. They can't. The movie does a decent job of pushing the narrative as well, but outside of that, like once you dig into the after the first hour and 20 minutes, it's just not nice. It's not a pleasant movie. I feel icky, like I said, watching it the whole time. I wasn't rooting for anybody, even the Chris Evans character. Like, not
Mm,
really. You feel bad for him, but am I rooting for him? No, not
mm,
really. We're gonna give this movie a popcorn. It's available on HBO Max for all of you that want to watch it, but it's not a rom-com. It's a gross reflection of how vain society can be right now.
mm.
If you're in the dating world, perhaps it is what the society is right now. If so, like, hit us up here at
Oh
Popcorn and
boy.
Beers and let us know. Like, no, it's a pretty real look at what dating is like.
Oh, dude.
But otherwise, you
It's
don't have
rough
to
out
watch
there.
this movie. It's not one you're missing anything on. I really wanted to talk, Josh, about the chair company because we had a little bit of extra time because Jordan's obviously taking some time off for very, very good reasons. But I wanted to talk to you about it because it was so shocking that I think it's one of those moments that you got to talk about right away.
Yeah, I haven't had it spoiled for me yet, but I have been seeing the buzz on interweb. Everyone's like, "You can't do that on TV, right?" So I don't know what happened, but I gotta catch up. I'm on episode 4. The Chair Company's very good, and we're gonna review it in full. But man, it's kind of hard to watch, so I'm taking it in pieces.
Yeah, it's he's Robbins is a master of awkward, right?
Yeah.
Like he.
Oh.
Do you ever get like sympathy embarrassed?
Yeah, that's why I can't watch any of the Christmas Vacation, any of the Chevy Chase movies because I have a hard time with shows like that.
Okay, all right.
This feels so bad for you, with you.
Well, I have an easy one for you to watch for a butter on top. Now, obviously, we were in the 70s with Jaws last time I picked. So, we got to thrust ourselves into the 80s. And I decided to give us some cheddar starring Sylvester Stallone, Brian Thompson, Brigitte Nielsen. You
Stop or
guys
my
are
mom
going
will shoot.
you guys are going to learn about Lieutenant Marion Cobretti. We're watching Cobra.
Cobra. All right, you're gonna do some. It's been a while since we had a little Stallone, dude. You're
Yeah.
back to your basics. I
Yeah, what
like
was
it.
it? Tango and Cash, I think, was the last one I threw at you
Yeah,
guys.
snowing in LA. Yeah, let's get into some Cobra. Didn't that the one where he has the little tiny pistol
No,
on the
no, he
on the
has a
thing?
he has a regular sized pistol, but he's always
Oh
got the toothpick.
no,
It's I
yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
quote this for no reason. It's one of those movies that I have a line that I quote literally for no reason. I'll just walk in a room and be like, "You're the disease, and I'm the cure."
What about a butter on top?
Our butter on top. We're gonna wrap up a butter on top from last year. We have part 2, Wicked for Good.
Okay.
Got to do it, man.
All right. Well, I gotta watch the first one then.
It is going to. Well, it's available on Peacock. The first one is available on Peacock, but it's gonna be a massive hit, Josh. It's killing the series. I just heard from a close friend that they actually inserted 2 original songs into this that are not in the play.
Oh, they added more music.
Yes, more music, so fun. You just can't deny that we have to use this as a butter on top because you know what it's
Of
gonna be,
course not.
Josh?
Of course not. What's it
It's
gonna
gonna
be?
be popular.
It's gonna be popular. You know what's gonna be? I can't wait for Ariana Grande to eat a freaking sandwich. That poor girl is skinny, and she knows it. She needs to get off this press tour and get back in her house and eat some enchiladas or something. Because
Well,
I don't know what they've done to her, but it needs to stop.
I love her. She's my pick for best supporting actress this year.
I love
I
her.
think they cannot take it away from her 2 times in a row. She's got to win it this year, and I hope you guys all watch the movie with us. As always, we'll see you at the theater. You get the popcorn, and we got the beer. See you next time.